Hello, this is Luke here with Super Home Surplus, and today I would like to give you a brief demonstration of how to measure your own kitchen. For example, this kitchen here that we're looking at is a basic L-shaped kitchen, has two back walls, and then it also has two wing walls. Those are our basic measurements that we're going to want to look at. Something you also need to take into consideration is where your appliances go. We would like to know the measurements of your stove plug, your refrigerator plug, your dishwasher wiring. Those things are very important to us to make sure we can stay within those boundaries that you want to stay in, so you don't have to call someone else to move electrical and things of that nature. So let's just start with this back wall to show you what we're looking at and measure it out. You want to measure from the very back wall and see how far that really is in order to find out what we're working with. This measurement comes out to 119 inches. Notice there's a backsplash here. That's something to take into consideration. This backsplash will add about 1/4 of an inch to 3/8 of an inch. So that's something you're going to need to add in there to show the measurements 119 and 3/8. Then also measure the front instead of just the back wall, because, and I'll show this to you, this front is actually only about 118 and a half. That's because walls are never perfectly square, so on the end here, this front is actually closer than the back is. So we need the closest one, so I'm going to go with the 118 and a half, add the 1/4 of an inch for my backsplash, so it's 118 and 3/4, and we're going to write that wall down and show that there. Then we're also going to measure this back wall here, adding in our backsplash. This measurement here comes out to 8 foot 96 inches. Again, we're going to add in 1/4 of an inch for the backsplash. Double check it on the front, see if it's about the same. It's just a hair less than that. It's actually only 95 and 3/4. So the back is 96 and 1/4. The front is only 96. So the measurement that I want for this wall is 96 inches. That's my restricted wall that I have to work with. Also measure your wing walls that are coming out, how far they're going to come out. Then another important measurement that we're going to need is your window placement, as far as where that window is located on that wall. So I'm coming up here with 26 and a half, and then also want to measure the window itself. So it's coming out to 33 and 3/8. I want to jot those measurements down and make sure that I know what I'm working with. Also measure where that window is located as far as the height wise is concerned. So I want to measure up either from the ceiling or from the floor, but measure the width and the height of that window and where it's located on your wall, whether it's from the floor up or from the ceiling down, so that we know what we're working with. Another measurement that's very important is the ceiling height. That's what you want to measure. Typical ceilings are 8 foot. Yours may not be typical. We want to just double check that so we know what size wall cabinets to use, also what trim we can use in that. Those are all important measurements. We'll be glad to get you a great design worked up. If you can call and ask to speak to one of our designers, we can set you up with an appointment. You can bring those measurements in. If you have questions about how to measure that, if you need more in-depth questions, just give us a call. We can walk you through that. This kitchen here that I'm actually standing at is on sale here. It's one we're closing out on clearance from Wellborn, and we'd love to make you a good deal because we're trying to bring in some new displays. So come by and see us at Super Home Surplus.